Hi, I'm Mayor David Black, and this is City Happenings. About a year ago, the Metropolitan Area Planning Agency, or MAPA, requested input from the public about expanding transit services in Sarpy County. They now have all the information and data analyzed. You'll hear about their recommendations and options. Sump Library is always involved with the community. We'll tell you more about the new story time for kids. And the Tri-City Food Pantry has done great work in the Papillion area. You'll hear from the director. City Happenings for the week of January 30th is next.
Thanks, Mayor Black. The Metro Area Planning Agency, known more as MAPA, has completed its study on expanding transit services in Sarpy County. The study was requested by the county commissioners.
They had heard from their corrections department that people were having difficulty making it to court dates, making it to appointments, and really kind of staying on top of their needs. And so they came to us and asked us to kind of coordinate a conversation between the communities in Sarpy County and really look more broadly at what the transit needs are and what Sarpy County could have in terms of transit. And that's where we are.
The 12-month study includes public input as well as looking at transit options for different strategies in order to provide transit throughout Sarpy County.
Basically how we would phase that approach, where we need to start, what the things we need to do in the first 10 years are, and what those look like and what kind of the cost is related to those. And then beyond that, we're looking at kind of the next 10 years, the 11 to 20 years, and then also all the way out to 30 years, and really looking at some of the high quality premium transit service that other communities have and how we kind of plot a course to get there.
The study looks at all kinds of transit, public, private, and special services that include things such as the Papillion Senior Center bus.
Some of those services, like the ones that are being provided by communities like Bellevue and La Vista and Papillion, can be really enhanced by partnerships with organizations like Uber and Lyft. So if there's, all the buses for Papillion or La Vista are kind of in one area of Sarpy County, and they need a ride from somebody else, maybe in the Springfield area into La Vista or something along those lines. Having those kinds of contracts and partnerships with those ride-sharing groups can kind of open up some opportunities for cost efficiencies and really providing a higher level of service. And so that's one of the recommendations kind of early on in this process, is really looking at what the opportunities are for those and really enhancing the ability for communities to meet the needs, meet the requests, basically not turn down people through those kinds of services. And that's really something that we've only seen in the last couple of years here in this region really take off.
Now it's up to county and municipal government to take the next step.
So really what that study would look at is, what kind of support is there in the communities to provide public transit? How should that be funded? And what kind of legislative and policy changes need to be made both at the local and the state level to really enable that? And not much of what we have in the study or any of the recommendations can really happen without that. And so, to your point, that's actually the exact first step. And ultimately, the plan is a feasibility study. And it's a series of recommendations. Basically, we're starting from where we are today. We have an idea of what the community wants and what community leaders want in terms of transit. We've plotted the course for how to get there, but none of the decisions that will get made will be done without, consent or approval by the county supervisors or the city councils of the local communities. And we're probably a few years off from actually understanding how all that would work.
Sump Library offers a new story time that helps youngsters learn the alphabet. It's called ABC Storytime and is similar to a segment in a longtime popular kids TV show.
Yes, I can see how you'd think Sesame Street. We're trying to help the parents be their children's first teacher. Well, a lot of these children haven't entered preschool yet, or perhaps the parents are choosing that they are not going to go to preschool, and we're trying to give the parents a way to help the children start out with their ABCs, with the cards they can take home, with the different crafts they can do, so they can go home and talk more about the letter C and hopefully continue to talk about whatever the letter of the week is for the rest of the week, and just help them learn how to teach their children.
The program has met with rousing acceptance.
It's been very successful so far. The people have been very happy to come. We've had a good turnout, and we always hope for more, and I think people have really enjoyed it. People have been very happy with what we've been doing. They really enjoy getting the different alphabet cards that they can save from week to week. Everybody wants to take a card with them, and they're happy with the fact we're doing something different each week. We also review the letters that we've done before, so they're going to get a review plus a new letter, and we've only had positive feedback.
As well as having fun, this is also a learning exercise.
This program will help parents teach their children the ABCs. Some children, it'll be their first introduction to the ABCs because we have children as young as 12 months coming. All children are welcome, so it may be even their first introduction to the ABCs, and we're making sure everything is fun. We want it to be positive. We have a lot of activities to go along with it, so it's just not the librarian up there talking at the children. We let them play with manipulatives, let them do a craft, and take things home, so hopefully the concepts can stay with the kids.
ABC Storytime is every Wednesday morning in Sump Library at 10:30. Tri-City Food Pantry helps feed people who have hit on hard times. The pantry's director says they not only are providers, but also impromptu counselors.
We get their life story, why they have to be here right now, or some problems that they're going through, whether it be health or they just lost their job, or whatever the issues may be. That's a grandparent taking care of the grandkids now because the mom can't take care of them. So we get all kinds of stories from our clients that way, and it just makes you that much happier that you're here to help them.
Shattuck says it's an interesting dynamic.
Some of my volunteers are definitely more comfortable dealing with their clients. Some are back here behind the scenes, don't really get involved with them that much. I have had some of my volunteers comment going, "Oh, I just got a hug." They were so appreciative when we bring their stuff out to them. So I think that makes it, as a volunteer, it makes it that much more rewarding for them also.
Please donate to our Senior Center's charitable projects. Our seniors are helping Essential Pregnancy Services and the Sarpy County Juvenile Justice Center. Please call 402-597-2059 to find out how you can help. There are lots of ways to stay up to date with what's happening in Papillion. You can find us on Facebook, follow the City of Papillion on Twitter, or even watch our YouTube channel. And information about all of our departments and programs is available on our website. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org or just call the Mayor's hotline at 402-827-1111. Thanks for watching.